G'day aspiring engineers. In this video we'll be doing the 7th basic tutorial out of 16. Here's the drawing, and feel free to download the free copy of the 16 drawings in the PDF in the link below. This one's still pretty basic, but pretty soon we're going to get into some more interesting ones, so hang with me. You're getting a little bit better now with the keyboard shortcuts and the right click menu. Let's get started. So last time we turned off the grid on the front page of Fusion 360. Now right click and get start the sketch by using that little create sketch on the right click menu there. We've got our origin in space there. Let's turn the origin on by clicking on the little light bulb next to origin and choose the plane. It turns to face us. Hit the L key to get the line tool active. Now let's draw our part. Now there's a horizontal line, there's a vertical line. I'm going to click and drag an arc, get another straight line. I'm not going to try and get that curve in the elbow there. I'm just going to draw out here, get a tracking point to get it in the right spot, drag another curve there, and you see that automatically we've got tangential constraints so that the curves are running into those nice lines. You're getting a little bit of an idea of the strategy for producing these simple shapes. What we want to do is begin to use the point of origin and the planes, those reference planes, to help us as we go about modelling. It's not so important with something as basic as this, but when we get to some of these more interesting shapes in a few different, then it's going to be a bit of an advantage to have that point of origin and those reference planes in a place that's going to help us. So we'll start to take note of that now. But let's put a few dimensional constraints on our model now that we've got it basically to shape. I'm going to hit the D key, that is the D key to get the dimension tool. Let's have a look here. We want to measure from the point of origin of the curve in the end right across to the vertical line, and that one needs to be 150 according to our drawing. And then similarly from the point of origin of the curve above to the base, there's a dimension there that needs to be 100. Now let's make the curves a size that's going to help us. So the radius of this one is 25 and the radius of the other one is 20. Now, as I demonstrated last time, we've got these things that can be moved around. Now it looks like it's going to be a bit of a problem if I don't do something else first. What I'm going to do is select this line and use a vertical constraint, and then I think we might be able to use the select tool to grab this and move it around. Yep, that's good. So it's pretty well constrained, and I like to have the point of origin the same as one of these major things in the sketch. We'll talk more about that in the next few videos, and you'll begin to understand what we're doing here. Alrighty, that will do for our sketch. Let's use that push-pull tool, and rather than going up to the menu there, I'm going to hit the E key, and that's just dropped us straight into the extrude tool. I'm going to use the middle mouse button to turn the sketch around so that we've got an isometric view, and I'll choose the profile. It turns blue, which means it's ready to extrude. Use that little arrow, and notice that on the drawing it says that the depth here is 20, and there it is. Now I'm going to start another sketch, and as you know, a sketch can be on any reference plane or on any face of our model. It could be on this face, it could be on this face, or any other face. But in this case we want to put those two holes in, so let's put it on this front face. First of all though, I'll go to sketch, create sketch, and it's asking me which plane, which face we're going to do it. So here's where we want it, and it turns to face us. The C key will give us the circle tool, and so the first one can start right there on the point of origin, another one down here, and I'm going to put that purposely out of place so that I'll use geometric constraints to drive that into exactly the right position. Now the D key to put a dimensional constraint on this first one that I drew, and the diameter of this one is 25, and then the diameter of the other one is 20. So now let's get the select tool and select that circle. Hold down the shift key so that I can select the curve, and we want this one to be a concentric circle to the curve. So there it is, it's in position, it's the right size. Both of those hole profiles are in the right position and they're the correct size. Choose Stop Sketch. Then I'll hit the E key for the extrude or the push-pull tool, as it's sometimes called. I'm going to choose the two little circle holes there. Didn't have to hold down the shift key to get those. Want that to go back into the part, and make sure that I've got cut chosen as the operation, and we want to go to, as far as extents is concerned, to all. And then we click OK, and the holes are in our part. The last thing we need to do is put a fillet in this little corner here, and so what I'm going to do is right click, create, modify, and there you can see it, fillet. Choose the little corner in there and put in the radius of that fillet, which is 40, and we're done. Keep an eye out for the next of 16 basic tutorials. I look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye now.